Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be diving into Black Bolt. We're going to take a look at his kit, and then we're going to talk about everything you're going to need to know in order to unlock this newest legendary character. And we don't have a whole lot of time. I've got some data mine information that suggests when we're going to see this character, as well as a few other things that we're going to go ahead and discuss as well. And we're going to take a look at the events that are popping up that's going to allow you to get the characters that you need in order to go ahead and build your team for this guy. So we got a lot to dive into, so let's go ahead and start that. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So here is Black Bolt. Now, he is an Inhuman. We have 3 other Inhumans in the game now, 2 that are currently unlocked, which is Quake and Miss Marvel. We also have Yo-Yo. We have her in our roster, but we don't have Yo-Yo available just yet. So let's go ahead. We're going to take a look at Black Bolt's kit here. And I'm going to give some very, very early suggestions as far as the orange materials go. But I really need to we're going to really need to unlock this character and really test it out. But this character, I think, is going to be a little bit different when it comes to my general philosophy of whether you want to put into orange material into the maxing out the abilities and stuff. So let's go ahead and just take a look at it really quick. Royal Strike right here. So you do damage as you increase the level. You're going to increase that damage, obviously. And if your primary target has slow, you're going to go from a 50% chance all the way up to a 100% chance to flip 1 negative effect on yourself. And then as you go, as you can see here, level 7, you're going to add 50% damage to that primary target, and you're going to clear 2 positive effects. Me, as far as this ability goes, it's okay. I mean, it's nothing absolutely fantastic for a legendary character. Flipping a negative effect is always good because it flips it into its positive version. Clearing 2 positive effects is good too. But I just don't think that I would put orange material into this ability here. And the attack boost just doesn't, 50% really isn't a whole lot. So I would not put into that one, at least for now. Staggering Voice. This one here is it's just a full-on attack. 150% damage. You're going to increase that damage as you increase the level of this ability. And then at level 7, 100% damage to primary target. Now, typically, my philosophy when it comes to putting orange material into an ability, I want more there. I want it to affect more than one target, or I want to have other effects in that ability. However, because of this guy's ultimate, or his passive, I should say, this is a maybe for me. I need to put a little bit more thought into this, but this one right here is a maybe. So no for the basic, maybe for the special. Now when we take a look at the ultimate here, again, it's just attacking everything. And it's attacking all enemies for 100% damage. And then plus 50% damage to primary target. So it says all enemies, but it does say primary target for each one of these. So this is going to be your AoE attack here. However, I don't know after upgrading these if this is going to be stay 100% for all enemies, and then you're going to do damage to primary target. So like once you hit level 2, plus 50% damage to primary target, and then 100% damage to all enemies. If that's the case, then that's a little bit interesting since you don't see this 100% continually go up. However, if you're continually adding that damage to all enemies, that's pretty good. And for this one here, level 7, you're adding 120% damage to that primary target. So either way this goes, I would probably put into this one, even though it's just affecting that primary target. If it stays that way, then I would definitely put into this one because of this guy's passive. So let's talk about that passive a little bit. Oh man, I am bad at pronunciation. Atilin? I don't know. Characters killed by Black Bolt cannot be revived. Let's take a look at this. When an enemy drops below 25% health, attack that enemy for 100% damage. If that enemy is a villain tech, attack that enemy for 200% damage instead. So this is why I'm saying, even though that ability only impacts that primary target, going up 120% on that ultimate, does massive damage. You add a 200% multiplier to that, it's almost, I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of damage right there. So again, I'd really love to see this guy in action and see what those damage numbers really look like. But that's why I would do that. And this is also why it's a maybe for me on that special. That special, once you max it out, is 100% extra damage. Plus, you add this 200% damage multiplier. It's nuts in my opinion. There's so much damage that this guy is putting out. And again, as far as his basic, I still wouldn't do anything with that one as far as orange material. So this one here, also adding some additional flavor to this passive, gain plus 20% resistance. Inhuman allies gain plus 20% resistance. So I'm interested to know what the devs have in mind for this specific team, this Inhuman team. All right, so as we continue to level up this ability, we're doing additional damage and gaining max health, such and such, as you can see right there. You take that up to a level 5, you max this out, you're going to add an additional 50% damage, 100% damage to villain tech enemies. So again, that's just going to right here. If that damage if that enemy is a villain tech, attack that enemy for 200% damage instead. You're adding additional damage there, and right there, I mean, if this adds up right, you're going to be doing 400% damage to villain tech enemies. Wow, you're going to take out a whole lot of people on that list. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the villain tech enemies so you can see exactly who that impacts. But, I mean, a lot of people are saying this is a counter to Ultron, which is absolutely true, but it's a counter to so many more. And then the fact that this right here cannot be revived. I mean, again, it's a counter to a lot of really high meta teams right now. All right, and then plus 20% max health for self and Inhuman allies right there. So there you go. This here, I absolutely would put orange material into level 5. So for me, the basic's a no. The special is a maybe, but could be a yes. The ultimate is a yes for orange material, and so is the passive. So let's go ahead and take a look at those villain tech allies. Here's your Inhumans right here. Villain tech allies. Villain tech characters here. So let's go down here. Right down here. They're right next to each other. And look at this list. I mean, you've got 3 of the Sinister Six on here. You've got Minerva. Minerva has been at the top for so long. This team, just a single legendary character, is going to knock her down a few pegs. Not only will you do massive damage to Minerva, but Minerva won't be able to res anybody that Black Bolt takes out. Oh, man. It's crazy what this is doing. Obviously, you have Crossbones there. You also have the AIM team right down here. You got AIM and Hydra. Korath. These guys are all, in my opinion, they're kind of like mid-level characters. But now, like you can see there, you have Ultron. So, man, so many characters here that this Inhuman team, that Black Bolt himself can counter is absolutely nuts. And again, a lot of high-level meta teams. So I think Black Bolt will probably be worth going after, especially, I think for this team here, you take him into Arena. With Ultron being in Arena and just devastating Arena, I think this is going to change the tide in Arena. So how are we going to get Black Bolt? Well, in order to get Black Bolt, you need a 5-star Asgardian team right here. So here is our Asgardian team. Heimdall is in game right now if you want to purchase him. I am on the fence on whether I want to whale out on this guy because I swear I started out as more of a dolphin when it comes to spending on this game, and I swear this game just gets more and more expensive. So there is some details that I have for you right here. So we do have Heimdall in the game next week. So according to data mine information, next week we're supposed to see a Heimdall event. I can't remember if that's an in-game mail either right now, since that data mine information is actually a couple weeks old. But we do have a Heimdall event campaign coming. It's supposed to be next week. So we'll see if that happens. I'm sure by now a lot of people already have Loki and Thor at 5-star. Thor I've ignored for a really long time. I'm working on him right now, but I've got my Loki there and my Thor. I'm working on Hela whenever she pops up. And then we have Heimdall. And then as far as Sif goes, We have no information, at least that I've been able to find yet, no information on when Sif is going to hit the game. However, according to data mine information, we have Black Bolt coming out sometime in January 2020. So here's the thing: if you want to unlock Black Bolt in January of 2020, just next month, whenever that pops up, more than likely you're going to have to spend. I mean, you need a 5-star, and in order to 5-star, and I'll just say, in the next 5 weeks, in order to 5-star all 5 characters, oh, you're going to probably have to whale out a little bit. I don't know. I'd be very interested to know if anybody, by the time we get to Black Bolt, who is a free-to-play player that will be able to do this, because I would love to hear from you, because that, in my opinion, is absolutely awesome. That would take dedication and a ton of time in the game, and that's if the opportunities are going to be there. So this is the team that you're going to need. Heimdall, you can go ahead and get now. You also got him coming up in that event campaign, as I mentioned, next week. And Sif, we don't know yet, but I'm assuming since Datamine suggests we should see Black Bolt next month, I'm assuming we're probably going to see Sif in, I don't know, a week or two. It's got to be pretty quick because you got to have a little bit of time. She's the one that's going to, her and Heimdall, maybe some people can put a lot of time and not spend money on Heimdall to get him up to 5-star. But Sif, but you know what? It's only 45. It's only 45 pieces to unlock her, so we'll see. So there we go. Also, Datamine also suggests that if you don't unlock Black Bolt in January, it suggests that the event's going to come back around in April. So there you go. You've got if you want a little bit more time, then you can wait for April. I'm going to try my hardest. I am going to go out as much as I can. Try not to spend $1 million and try and see if I can get my characters up to 5-star. It's rare that I'm able to unlock a character when it first comes out for an event. More and more I'm able to unlock them the second time they come around. All right, so that is what we had for you. I think that's everything that I wanted to cover. That is Black Bolt. That's what his kit looks like. My suggestions on orange material into his abilities there. And then what you need to do in order to unlock him here in the next probably 5 weeks. I don't know, 5 weeks away, 6 weeks, sometime in January. Anyway, there you go, everybody. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.